Well, good morning from Texas, North Texas. This morning we're heading up to the north side of Dallas, and I don't know if you can see around me, probably not. We are doing 8 miles an hour. Anyway, we're not going to do a rant, but kind of rambling, which I tend to do well. A few things I do well, that's one of them. In the past month or so, I seem to be the go-to guy on wanting to know about how come there's no ammo, why there's no guns, why there's this, that, and the other. Well, the people that have not been involved in firearms and going to the range and this, that, and the other, the ammo shortage is nothing new. We have been low in the supply chain of ammunition all of 2020. I think I got an email from FBI. There's been 5 million guns sold in the last 2 to 3 months. I believe that's correct. Right now it's November. And over 1 million first-time gun buyers. Okay, well, that's a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing is we got folks finally realizing that you need to protect yourself. The bad thing is during the summer is usually when the gun business kind of slows down. A lot of people do their fiscal year, or however you want to call it, in the summer, and they sell down their guns. All the warehouses in the summer generally run real low on inventory. Well, then you add in the most guns bought in a 3-month period ever, added with the 1 million first-time gun buyers. Well, now you're starting to see where the problem is. I am not an economics major. I didn't even take any of that in college. But it's supply demand. Well, here we go. Now we're getting into why ammunition is 3 to 4 times higher than it used to be. Is there just isn't as much of it. Like I said, talking with people that are much smarter than I am, people that's been in business much longer than I have. I've been around the gun business since the mid-'80s, working for various places here and there, but I mean on my own, I've had an FFL now for 9 years. Is that right? I think that's 9 years. Anyway, it's kind of a perfect storm, I guess you would say. So then you mix in this virus that we got going that nobody wants to talk about. Either not want to talk about it or they want to over talk about it. So there you go. Take it for what it's worth. Mixed in with Obama regulations, and I'm not going to get on that bandwagon, but I don't know if a lot of you know that none of the lead comes from the United States anymore. It's all imported. So is a lot of the brass. So what I'm getting at is the components for ammunition, the majority of it comes from overseas. Well, you start shutting stuff down because of this weirdness that's going on. The people that make bullets and make projectiles and make ammo and all this other stuff, well, they're having a hard time getting materials. And I don't know if you've ever built a deer stand or something like that. It's always that one part that slows you down. Well, that's what we're dealing with. That being said, talking this past weekend, like I said, at Canton with a few of the guys, like I said, that's been in the business much longer than I have, people that seem to have a business mind, they're suggesting that it could be the end of 2021 before all this stuff loosens up. But that's only if everything gets back on track. And we know right now, with that guy some of you guys voted for, don't really give a crap about guns and firearms or the Second Amendment. So, it might get worse. before it ever gets better. I posted on Facebook this morning that "Are the good times really over for good?" That's an old Merle Haggard song, and you know, it's crazy. Back in the 80s, we didn't make much money, but we seem to be doing better than we are now because it takes so much more money just to stay afloat. So anyway, I guess the long and short of it is nobody knows how long this ammo thing is going to be up in the air. I'm told by multiple sources, people like Ruger and them are just running wide open building guns. Now, I don't know where the hell they're going. I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any in the warehouses. But also, you can just look. People like SIG, Ruger, and several of them, they're looking for tradesmen, you know, like machinists and whatever else. They're trying to hire folks. So that's a good thing. But you know, where are all those guns going if they're working 2 and 3 shifts? Same thing with ammo. I got 2 cases of ammunition in that I ordered back in January that came in October. And when it got here, they were $2 a box more than what the original price was. When I contacted them, the response I got was, "Do you want them or not? Because I got people in line." Well, yeah, I want it. So there you go. Are there people out there ripping people's heads off on selling them, you know, 50 rounds of 9mm for $60, $65, $75? Oh yeah. But what I'm telling you is a regular gun dealer like me and several of these other places, we're paying a lot more for it. Most times we're having to pay retail. I have, it's probably been, well, that's not true. Last month, I got some steel cased ammo in, but I had to buy some stuff that I really didn't want just to get the opportunity to buy the steel cased ammo. And I paid twice what I paid for it in 2019. So anyway, I done burned 8 minutes here and we ain't really give you any information. All I can say is you need, at minimum now, 1,000 rounds for your primary handgun, 500 for a backup if it's a different caliber than what you normally carry. I'm gonna say 300 to 1,000 rounds for your rifle. I mean, if you got a bolt action rifle, 300 rounds is a lot. And it wouldn't be a bad thing to have 500 to 1,000 rounds of shotgun, be it bird hunting, buckshot. You know, number 6 high brass is pretty bad stuff inside the house. So, you know, like a rabbit pheasant load. Are you going to pay a lot more for that if you don't have it? Absolutely. You know, if you go to the range and you burn a couple of 100 rounds in a weekend, or you burn a couple of 100 rounds a month, you better have a few months worth in stock, or as you're using it, you need to be replacing it. I don't know. I really don't know. But if I truly had any idea on how this thing is going to turn or when it's going to turn, yeah, the wife and I'd be living on our own private ranch. Let's just put it that way. If anybody truly knew the answers to those questions, they would be very wealthy. So, hunker down. I do not believe that the good times are over for good, but I'm thinking we're going to have to work pretty stinking hard to get back there. I'm going to say the easy times are over for good. Yeah, nothing's easy. I don't know. We'll just go with that. Wrap this thing up. Like what we got going, like, subscribe, thumbs up, tell your buddies. If you're scared, don't tell your buddies. You know, I'm not a worrier and never have been. Control what you can control. And, you know, I've read the playbook. If you read the Bible, Jesus wins in the end. But it wasn't easy. So keep your head up, keep going to work, keep doing your thing. Lock it down. If oh Crazy Joe for sure gets in there, it's going to be pretty crazy for a while. Hopefully it doesn't destroy our nation before we can get it back going the right way. Have a good one.